Well, the first Prius hybrid hit the American market 11 years ago, and it forever changed the automotive industry.
The push was on for every car maker to come up with a hybrid. Few have come close to the Prius. One criticism has always been its size. It's too small for some. Toyota addresses that concern with the Prius V, the subject of this week's Motoring with Matt Joseph.
And this is the V for versatility, not the 5. It's a small V, so you don't mistake it for a Roman numeral.
But it's trim level 5.
It's trim level 5. If they set out to make it confusing, like I had a Toyota person explain it to me and get it dead wrong.
It's easier to think of the V as a Prius wagon.
From the front, it looks like the Prius that we know for quite some time.
Projector beam headlights and low beams on this are LED, conserves energy.
But it gets to look less and less like a Prius the more we walk down
Well, if
the
you
line.
want a wagon, it's got to look a little like a wagon, which it distinctly does, but it's a nice looking wagon. You know, it's a less quirky looking car than the hatchback sedan. It looks more mainstream to me. But the big news is inside here.
Lots of room for passengers, and with the seats folded down.
Take the headrest out and you've got pretty good cargo space for 2x4s.
The perfect car, I guess, if you haul a lot of lumber.
This is a long way from when the little Prius was first introduced.
You know, it is a long way, and yet the hardware is remarkably similar. But yeah, it has the feel and look of the original in concept, but as you point out, just a lot more refinement to it.
Our test car with $6,300 worth of options sells for $36,330, but you don't have to spend that much.
So we're really talking about a car that could be bought for $26,000, which is good because it's $10,000 less than this one, which is pricey.
So that's a trim 2V
Wagon. Yeah.
Is there a trim 3?
There is a 3, that's about $27,500.
Is there a 4?
No.
There's no 4, but there's a 5.
Right.
You know, we recently test drove the Kia Optima hybrid, and you said you liked it because it didn't feel like a science experiment. It didn't feel like a laboratory. Is this still the science experiment?
Advanced science experiment.
As families grow, the Prius family grows.
Well, now you're dealing with people who want something bigger because their family has grown. You're still restricted to 5 passengers, but they're 5 happy passengers here as opposed to 5 screaming passengers.
The 2012 Toyota Prius V base $29,990. The one we had $36,330, 44 in town, 40 on the highway.